an element is something that is standing alone. Like, it is a pure substance. It is so pure that only one element, only one type of atom is present in that particular substance. So, another example is iron. If you have an iron bar and it is only pure iron, it is made of only pure iron. That is another example of an element. Now, let's run through these definitions. An element is a substance that cannot be split into simpler units by an ordinary chemical reaction. What do they mean by this? Although an hydrogen, which is an example of element, and oxygen, which is another example, helium, which are examples of elements, normally you cannot split them. That is, you cannot break them further. That is the simplest units they can exist in. But that is only if you are talking about ordinary chemical reaction. If you put them in a nuclear reactor, you might be able to break them further. But we are not talking about nuclear chemistry now, so I'm not going to go further than that. Now, a compound, which is also an example of a pure substance, is a substance which have two or more elements chemically combined together. And a good example is water, which has two elements, hydrogen and oxygen, that are chemically combined together. So that makes it a compound. And a mixture is a compound, is a substance which consists of two or more elements that can be easily separated by physical methods. What do they mean by that? This particular mixture has water and sand, and if I want to separate this, I can put a filter paper and allow the water to flow through. So only the water is going to flow through, the sand will not be allowed to flow through. At the end of the day, I will have my water back and my sand back. So that is an example of separating the constituents by physical method. Also, this salt and water, if I should put it inside a pot and I put the pot on fire, at the end of the day, all my water will evaporate and I will be left with my dry salt. So with physical method, I can get back the constituents of this particular mixture, which is the salt and water. So that is on mixture. Now, the homogeneous mixture, as I've explained, they have uniform constituents, and the heterogeneous mixture, they have non-uniform constituents, like the sand and water.